Hello, welcome to another edition of Emotions Expert. I'm John Rushton. Today we're going to be talking about doing it for you. What is doing it for you? Well, you have one life. You are born to be you, and your life is how you make it. It's not how anybody else makes it. It's not how circumstances make it. It's not how situations make it, even though they may play a part in what you do ultimately. But the bottom line is how you react to all of these things is down to you. You can't keep blaming other people, other things, other situations, whatever. This didn't go your way. That didn't go your way. Something didn't work out the way it should have done. Well, fine. That happens to many people in life. But again, they get on with it. They modify what they were doing, how they were thinking about things. They change their goal plans. They change whatever they need to change to get back on track, or indeed formulate a new track. They can't keep on dragging the old one if it's not going to work. You've got to keep on modifying things. And let's face it, life evolves. Life goes forward whether we do or not. So if we don't drag ourselves and go forward with life, then we're going to be left stationary in a very dark and dull place in the back, and nobody's going to know anything about us. We're going to be redundant by our own volition. Things are not going to work out well, and we're always going to be in the doldrums. Depending on the person you are, you could be quite a dynamic person and do things on your own and go places on your own and all that kind of thing. You could be a person that needs people around you continually, and some people do. You just watch the news, and that's your sole information channel in life, and therefore all your opinions are based on that. So if you're watching negative news, then that's what your opinions will be predominantly based upon. However, the bottom line of all of these things is your life is in your hands, and you've got to do something to make it worthwhile. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't have to be magnificent. It doesn't have to be world shattering or record breaking or anything like that at all. It doesn't have to be a media sort of facade of success with cars and clothes and jewelry and whatever. This could be just about you. You've got to do something which makes you happy. You've got to do something which you are going to get a benefit from in life. You've got to do something which actually makes you feel that there's something worthwhile, and you're going to get up in the morning and feel quite invigorated at the thought and prospect of doing things further down the line during the day. You've got to do something which you can do. You are the master of your own domain. You know everything which is in your mind, what makes you happy, what makes you moody, what makes you laugh, what makes you cry. You know your educational level, how knowledgeable you are on certain things or other things or not on other things. You know all of these things. So you know what you can and cannot do. However, within all that, we have to push ourselves, because if we become complacent and rest on our laurels, then nothing is ever going to materialize further. We're going to be just trundling along, trying to catch up perpetually, and that doesn't do us any good. If we want to actually progress in life, we've got to break a few lines. We've got to get out of the box. We've got to look at life in the raw and think, well, I could do that. I like that. Well, that's really quite interesting. I may do something like that because I can do all of those things. I've just never tried to do them, but I actually like them. It's actually quite invigorating. I'm always interested in these kind of things. And once you've actually had this kind of conversation with yourself, then you're looking at something different. You're looking at yourself from a different viewpoint, a different perspective, a different angle. And when you do that, it's actually quite refreshing. It can be quite sort of exciting in a way, but it also can be a little perplexing because you're not sure how to do it, what to do, where to go, and all these kind of things. But that's just the progress you have to make to get to where you want to go. And often the progress gives you a standing and a good stead in life that you are actually quite a worthwhile person, and you've got something deep down which is a little bit stronger than you thought you had. When you've actually looked at yourself and you've thought, well, I would like to do this. What I'm doing now is okay, but it's not actually taxing me, and I don't feel totally sort of refreshed and quenched about these things happening. Then you will actually make that step forward, and you will take the appropriate action to look into where you need to go and how you need to do it. And obviously then the next step is to apply for these jobs or go to these positions or change from where you are to where you would like to go, or the kind of job you're doing, going to a completely new mode or new sector or something of that nature. It's all about you, but you need to do something for you. Forget what other people are telling you round about, because they may not have the confidence in you based upon how they think and feel. So that's not a reflection on you, it's a reflection on them. So don't listen to lots and lots of other people. And what you don't need to do either is go around telling everybody what you're going to do, because they will all again give you an opinion based on how they think and based on also you and how they think you will do, but they don't know how you will do. This is just their opinion. Their opinion is about them. It's not about you. And any fears which they come out with are based on themselves, not about you. So you've got to actually take this into mind when you hear other people's opinions. And some of them may give you some really good opinions, and by all means take those on board. But basically speaking, you have got to do things for you. And if you fail, that's not the end of the world. Quite often, many people fail time and time again, but in the process of getting to that situation, they've elevated their lives. They've become far better people. They've become more uplifted, more knowledgeable, more confident, and life has changed quite immeasurably around them. And they feel actually a better person. They want to do things which they didn't do before, see things which they haven't seen before. And before, it was all a little bit smug and a little bit dab. But now it's going forward, it's moving forward. And you really want to sort of quench that even more deep desire feeling you have within you to actually go places. So look at yourself, see where you are in life. And if it's not ringing all the bells, then take a deep look at where you are and what you would like to do. Do it in your time, in your space, everything in your space, and do it for you, because you will not regret a single second of it.